back, everybody. Thank you, Cave. Guess what? I installed a shaders mod. I'm all by myself today because no one else is really on Skype, so I figured I might as well record anyway. Hang on. Alright, I had to adjust my mic. It kept slouching again, but guess what? I'm sure you've also noticed I have shaders mod on, and oh my goodness, it is terrific. The water looks like a jello. It is so cool. I absolutely love shaders mod. And look at that. You can see the sunlight looking up. And that is just amazing. I'm so happy. It's just so beautiful. I highly encourage you to get this. I expanded this tree a little bit. I'm wondering if anyone will even notice. Over here I haven't done much. I don't know why I'm going over here. But I'm sure you've noticed that house over there. I built that. And it is kind of similar to my designs, but I kind of wanted to make it for my own personal house. And that's what it's going to be, because I need somewhere to sleep, and I'm going to be spending a lot of time over here, because, by the way, I also built an iron farm. Yesterday, when I had shaders mod on, I was trying to configure my settings, and I was lagging like really bad yesterday. And I finally got my settings perfect. So I've started to record again with it, and this is not the way to the house. I even built a path and I can't find my way there. Alright. Here it is. It's looking nice, and I chose this spot because I don't think anyone else would want to build on this fault line. It's fairly dangerous if you come over here to the backyard. But, it looks very nice. Nailed it. Alright. We're here, we don't really have much. I just had some leftover stuff. Let's go check out the iron farm. And it's turning nighttime. I'm gonna have to go sleep in Justin's bed again. Hehehe. Oh, also, I built this bridge. And I built that one. It's a nice little one that connects this island to spawn. It's made out of stone. Oh yeah. And you can probably see it already. I chose a similar design that I've been doing. But, this thing is very efficient. I used to have 2 villagers down here, but they stopped it from working. And wow, that's a lot. Server's only been up for like maybe an hour at most. That's crazy. Alright. So, from what I've heard, Ben has been working on a skeleton XP farm. I told him the coordinates for the one that I found, but he got it blown up by a creeper. So I don't think... Whoa, what is going on? That was weird. I've been having, like, these weird glitch things happen like that ever since I got shaders mod. It comes with Optifine, and check this out. There's different shade packs that you can get, and this one is like my second favorite because the water is so realistic. So cool. And let's go back to this one so we can look at the Shag Shack. Shows at you. Looks beautiful. Amazing. Alright. Let's go to sleep. Shaders mod is just wonderful. I don't think I'm ever gonna go without this again. I love it. And yeah, it keeps giving me this notification, Optifine does, that a new version is available, but you can't really have shaders mod with the new versions. It only works with the A8 one. So that kind of sucks. And I feel kind of proud because what I did to make the mod pack for the waving grass and the Rudo plays shaders, I combined the class files. I took one class file and put it over myself to give it this waving effect for all of the plants. It does that even with Nether Wart. And it looks so cool. I used to have shaders mod way back when about a year ago actually, when 1.2 was out, and I loved it. It wasn't nearly this good though. It was pretty good, just not this great. And I'm so happy. And look. Alright. So, let's go over here. And I kind of want to... Oh, I'm level 20. Cool. Oh yeah, by the way. I have God Armor now. I spent a lot of time in the XP farm enchanting stuff. And I have a pickaxe, a shovels, and an ass. As well as my Virginia Ripper. And my boomerang. That's about it. Over here, I don't know if I fully showed this, but oops. What the frap doodle? Someone did a prank. Oh my goodness. Frickin' Ben, I'm sure. There's nothing in here. That's funny. I'm gonna put those back. That is very funny. But it took me forever to design this thing. I really like it. I've built some of these before, but not like exactly like this. I do like that though, it's very pretty. We have this nice little birch tree here. And some sugarcane. This is our official sugarcane farm. As inefficient as it is, it looks beautiful. Let's go ahead and harvest some of it though. And my sound is... Hey! Facebook. And my phone let me know too. So nice of them. Alright. I'll check it later. It's pretty much all I've done on here. This episode might be a bit choppy, because I kind of want to build some more of these farm plots, and that's the main reason I chose my house over there, is because it has a beautiful... This isn't relevant to what I previously said, but it has a beautiful view of the Shag Shack and the library, and I absolutely love that. I like that view. And it's got a nice view of that bridge as well that goes to it and from it, and look, a cat. Hold still. Hold still. Gotcha. Alright. But yeah, check this out. That's like the most beautiful view I have ever seen. Especially with shaders mod. It is amazing. And look, if you hold Control and press F8, it gets rid of that slow function. So if you ever get Optifine, there's a nice little trick for you, Justin. And all you cheaters out there who want to zoom in but can't see stuff clearly. And XP went up all inside me. That's beautiful. I planted these trees here because whatchamacallit, I had to build that house, and they all seem to have grown up. And my goodness, this is amazing. I think I might plant another one of these birch tree farms because this looks pretty cool. To have a birch tree forest, we'll call it the White Woods. Not really. I'm gonna tear this down. Because I'm gonna build some farm plots over here, and they're gonna be terrific. It's gonna be an agricultural section of the town, and that mainland is mainly the portal hub, and that's about it. That's like the connecting point for everything. Well, other than this spot. This spot is mainly the connecting point. Which, I made this nice little intersection. This thing might go off over there if we event... Oh yeah, it could, because we have the mine there, and we might have a snow farm there. We also have this skeleton farm, or not skeleton, zombie XP farm here, so that would be good. I might work on that later. But enough chitter chatter. I'm gonna start chopping down those trees, check my Facebook, and I will get back to you guys when we are ready to build those plots. I guess we could look at the sunset actually, because this is very pretty. Let's look at it from the Shag Shack, shall we? Shag Shack, shall we? That's a mouthful. Beautiful. Oh crap. Now I'm sinking. And good morning. By the way, if you haven't noticed, this episode is probably going to be like holy crap, don't do that. It's going to be like 3 days after I record it. Today it is currently Friday, actually, of spring break, sad face. I have hockey practice tonight, but this spring break is coming very soon to an end, and I'm recording stuff as fast as I can so I can prep up for this next week, basically. I'm trying to get some good content. This whole weekend, or this whole week, I've been mainly messing around and I'm running in circles, in Adobe After Effects, and trying to design an intro and an outro. And sad to say that I have not been recording a lot of stuff, and the shaders mod is just beautiful. I'm sorry. You're just gonna see me staring at blocks every now and then, and hey, stop it, I was just about to say something important. I have a texture pack that I want to show you all, but I will do that later. But yeah, anyways, this week I haven't been really recording a lot of stuff because I've been in Adobe After Effects and I absolutely love that program. I'm trying to design an outro now. I've designed that intro and I love it. Let me know what you guys think though, because I don't know. It took me a while to make that. That name I did in Photoshop and that took a while, but I really like it. And I can probably do some for some other people because I need some more experience with it, so I might be designing more stuff just for fun. So I want to make an awesome intro eventually. But yes. Alright, I'm gonna chop these down. And I am back. I think I'm gonna leave these trees here because they look nice, but let's look at how much wood we got. Oh my gosh, look at all that white wood. Let me hold it in my hand. Holy cow, that's a lot, actually. I might build something out of that. Like a gigantic birch tree. That's actually not a bad idea. I want to build a giant birch tree on the other side of this house. Like a jungle tree, but birch. And that is going to be beautiful. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the plots, which I need cobblestone for. And time to unload some shiznips all up inside this box you see here. Grammar is terrific, isn't it? That's one thing that drove Emily crazy, and still does, because I don't know how to spell some even simple words right. And when I speak them, it sounds pretty smart, but no, you can't, I can't. Apparently I've been spelling grammar with an O instead of an A, and that is incorrect. Ironic as it is, I said I have correct grammar, and spelled it wrong this whole time of my life. But what was I gonna do? Show you my texture pack, that's what I was gonna do. I need to get to a safe spot though, because it actually lags. I might have to cut some of it out. So let's go back to where we were. Right here. What time of day is it? Okay, I'm good. It'll only be like a minute or so. So, here we go. It's called Redcraft. Let me click it. Alright, and here comes the lag. It's called Default It's Default Realism, and it took me forever to find it, so I am going to put a link of it in the description, because I know it took me a while to find it, because this guy named Simply, I said this twice, this guy named Simply Sark, he's very smart. He puts a video up every day of ideas that people can do in Minecraft, and I said I was going to cut this out, but that's okay. Anyways, he finally put a link to it in the description of his videos after having the texture pack for like a year or so, and I am so happy. As well as I know Ant Venom, supposedly he's had this texture pack before, but I've never really seen him use it, so I haven't really known. There we go. That was fast. And here we go. Look at it. It's beautiful. The main thing I like is birchwood with it. It looks awesome. Tell me that doesn't look beast. Not literally, because I know it does. But let me out of this. I can't get out. I like stone slabs. I like everything. The only thing I don't like, for one, is the vines and how the tools look. Especially the sword. It looks so weird. The water I'm not too much of a fan of because it doesn't look like jello, but that's okay. The sugarcane is not textured correctly. The grass, I could honestly see it looking better, but whatever. That's okay. I forgive them. Cobblestone, I have to say, is my absolute favorite, though, because it's like, oh my gosh, it's just, I smile literally when I look at this stuff, and I really shouldn't, because that's gross. But it looks beautiful. I think wooden planks are like my second favorite thing with this texture pack. Jello water! Also, not too much a fan of this, nor the stone, nor the torches. The grass is kind of okay. I like it, how it's got that shadowed effect right there. And if you want this texture pack, you have to keep in mind that it will lag. You can do 512 even on my computer. And with Shaders mod, it lags even more. Because I drop like 10 frames with this texture pack, which I like. I don't understand how the freaking torches are like that. Like, the comparator isn't even textured right, but the parts on it are. Maybe because it takes the texture from a torch and puts it on the repeater and the comparator. I don't know. I'm confused. I'm always confused, but that's okay. I'd have to say, I was playing in my single player world, and whatchamacallit, their pearls look the weirdest. I need to show you because I'm dirt poor again. Oh, hey, look. Free iron. There's a lot of stuff down here. Alright, let's go. And I think I'm gonna switch back to default because I like it with Shaders mod. I'm not too fond of this. I mainly like the cobblestone and all the wood. I don't really like the grass per se, or any of the organics, but let's go. Let's go ahead and change that. And it takes, like, really short amount of time to switch to default, though, which I don't understand. The main reason I wanted to build a house over here is because I'm going to spend a lot of time in this area, like I've said before previously. So I wanted to build my house here so that way I could have a bed to sleep in, which it is nighttime. Alright, I'm going to show you guys the way to Justin's house, or at least the back way anyway, if you don't know. And it is very dark. That's what I don't like about Shaders mod. So it makes everything dark and everything bright. That doesn't make sense, but that's okay. So I'm going to lead a torch path so that way they can find to whoever's been sleeping in their bed. Oh! Ben put a roof on. Very nice, very nice. Another thing I like about Shaders mod, or Optifine, oops, better sleep, is the glass texture is, like, connected, and it's awesome. And they must have included that with Optifine. So if I'd known this, I would have gotten it a while ago. Yeah, oh, yes, they put a pressure plate. Alright, just so you know, Ben and Justin, and I like that. Maybe connect it more, though. That roof is actually pretty nice. I like this, pretty cool. If you get a wooden button, it stays open longer. So, I think I might put a sign here, letting you know in case you don't see this. Yeah, I just finished editing the 2 episodes before this, and it's so funny. Anyways, I'm uploading the first one right now. That gives you an estimate, or not the first one, the episode 4. It gives you an estimate of how far apart these episodes are spaced. which is probably going to be 2 days. I'm going to try to upload 2 a day, one when I wake up and one when I go to bed. But I'm not going to have any over after break, though, if I keep that pattern going. Alright, let's go ahead and get a basis of these plots. And it's not going to line up with my house. I'm so sad. That's okay. They wouldn't anyway. Let's do it far away then, if that's the case. Because we can do something like a nice little path going through the house and around the house. Not through the house, but... What is going on, Shaders Mod? And it's probably really loud. I felt bad. Alright. By the way, I know if my mic is really quiet, I apologize for that. I'm trying as hard as I can to stay close to it. But the more I talk to it, or in it rather, giggity, the quieter it gets, because it assumes that I'm being too loud and tries to fix that. Alright. And I can't count. Oh my goodness, I can't count while talking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more. Alright. But for some reason, if you know what it is that's doing this, please tell me, because it's very frustrating. And I know a lot of these jokes that I say and that are being said can hardly even be heard on YouTube. And it's very frustrating because I'm waiting to hear a joke and I can barely hear it with all of my sound blasted. So if you know what's possibly going on, please tell me. If you don't, and you know someone who might, please reference me to them, because I want to fix this. If you can even hear me now, that's assuming that you can hear me now. And I'm not just talking to myself, hoping that people can hear me. Alright. So basically this is how we're going to do the plot. And just cut out this so that way I can get free dirt. This episode is kind of different, if you haven't noticed already. This might even be a couple episodes. I might cut most of it, never mind. But there's no one on today, as I've said before, and figured I might as well put up content because Justin has expressed to me that he doesn't like it when people do stuff without them, basically, on camera. And that house, you've seen me build a couple of them before, so I figured it would be okay not to build it on camera. One thing that you want to note is I used birchwood, changed some of the different textures up, and the roof, I used stairs up to that point where I start sloping one direction, and then I used slabs, and I used birchwood right there, which I might get rid of that because I don't know. Honestly, it looked better without that beam coming out, but I don't know. I need to put some glass on still, which is really cool because it is connected textures. I'm just gonna build one of these on video, and then I'll just build like a whole bunch of them later. The key thing with these is you have to have 4 layers of dirt, and then you're gonna come up 1, 2, 3, 4 space, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the rest dirt. So in the exact center of this 9x9 empty area, you leave it open. So the entire footprint of this is 11x11 with a 9x9 square of dirt surrounded by cobble, if you can't see that. And there we go. And then cobblestone walls go here, which I will do right now. Another thing to note, if you're going to build this design, you need 7 cobble per wall, so that's a total of 28 cobblestone walls per side. Because it used to be where you could fit in between this gap in one of the snapshots, and that made it so much simpler design because you could just put a crafting table here, which I might do crafting tables in these corners still, but I don't really need them. I thought I just saw a cat, never mind. So I'm going to build a couple of these, and I will get back.